she's found enough evidence to file formal charges in connection to his death. After 45 days, we've learned George Zimmerman is now charged with second-degree murder, a charge that could put him behind bars for life. Our Chris Martinez is live in the town of Sanford, where Trayvon Martin died, and the man investigators say is responsible just arrived at jail. Chris?
And Wendy, right now, Zimmerman is locked up in jail, which is just behind this courthouse. And we know when he faces a judge here tomorrow, he will plead not guilty to murder.
6 weeks later, the waiting game in Sanford is over. With his head covered from view in just mere seconds, George Zimmerman was ushered into the county jail.
Today, we filed an information charging George Zimmerman with murder in the second degree.
By the time that charge was revealed, Zimmerman was already in custody, arrested immediately after turning himself in at an undisclosed location. Within minutes, Sanford's mayor was making a public plea for peace.
In response to the announcement made by State's Attorney Angela Corey, we call for continued calm in the city of Sanford, its surrounding communities, and across the nation.
As it turned out, we found nothing but calm on the streets of Sanford as word of Zimmerman's arrest rippled through. This Sanford church holding a victory prayer service celebrating the arrest.
I think it was fair, just as it has been done.
With others gathering at this memorial for Trayvon, taking a moment there to take in the day.
It's a good feeling to know that something is happening, finally.
And you'll remember yesterday, Zimmerman's legal team announced they were dumping this case. Well, tonight, Zimmerman has a new attorney who says he will ask a judge to let his client out on bond. Right now, Zimmerman is being held here at the jail without it, and he faces 25 years to life in prison if he's convicted. We're live tonight in Sanford. I'm Chris Martinez, ABC Action News.
Chris, thank you. Trayvon Martin's parents learned of the news tonight in Washington, D.C., where they watched the whole thing unfold. The pair have led a national crusade calling for Zimmerman's arrest, and tonight finally got what they wanted.
I told myself the second day that Trayvon was dead that I find it within myself to do right by him, to make sure that his death wouldn't be in vain.
He deserves a fair trial. We do not want anybody high-fiving tonight. There's no victory here. There's no winners here. They've lost their son.
Meanwhile, George Zimmerman's new attorney says he expects a bond hearing to be held in the case tomorrow. Mark O'Mara spoke in Orlando today just hours after being retained.
He is troubled by everything that has happened, and I could not imagine living in George Zimmerman's shoes for the past number of weeks.
O'Mara says Zimmerman is planning to plead not guilty and maintains he shot Trayvon Martin in self-defense.
For state attorneys, their case now moves into the prosecution phase. During today's press conference, Special Prosecutor Angela Corey says she's concerned about getting a fair trial for George Zimmerman.
There's been an overwhelming amount of publicity in this case that we hope does not keep us from being able to pick a fair and impartial jury. Both the state and the defense are entitled to a fair and impartial jury. We think a lot of facts got put out.
Corey went on to say that Trayvon's family are the Constitution victims in this case, and they have the right to know the stages of the proceedings.
We will continue to follow this developing story overnight. Our Ashley Glass is live in Sanford beginning at 5 a.m., and we will continue to keep you updated on any new information on George Zimmerman. Again, he is expected before a judge at 1:30 tomorrow afternoon for a bond hearing. We also have a complete timeline of events as well as up-to-the-minute information on this case on our website. Just head over to abcactionnews.com.